What's going on, everyone, and welcome to Movie Emporium's movie review of By Night's End, the newest film from director Walker Whitted. Before we begin, hey, if you like my channel, cool, hit that subscribe button to join Movie Emporium, hit that notification bell at the top to find out what's coming next. If you like any of these videos, cool, hit that like button as well as commenting below on any video that you watch, including this one. Now, before I actually continue this review, I just want to let you know this is an early release copy that I got to review, so this movie actually doesn't come out until October 6th, so when it does, it'll be on VOD. Now, with that said, this movie, By Night's End, is a home invasion movie. We have Heather and Mark, who are played by Michelle Rose and Kurt Yu. And they're seemingly an innocent couple. They go about their days doing whatever. And at one point during the middle of the night, this guy invades their home. And they kill him, and all of a sudden they're being invaded by the people that are trying to go after this guy that invaded the home. And we get a character who is basically the main cohort, who is played by Michael Aaron Miligan, who plays Moody. And he has a bunch of people, and they surround this house. They want this specific item that has been basically locked away in this house for some reason. And this couple, Mark and Heather, have to fight them off and keep them from basically being killed. So when I go into a movie like this, I have no expectations for it because I don't know anything about it. Home invasion movies can be like hit or miss either way. They can be really bad, they can be really good. It just all depends on who's directing it, what you know about it, all that good stuff. So I went into this movie with no expectations because I had never heard of it before. I don't know any of these actors. Apparently a lot of these actors were stunt people on like big budget, Avengers movies and stuff like that. So I expect an interesting kind of thriller. It's just, I don't know what to expect. And so I went into this movie going, what am I going to get out of this? And for the most part, it's an entertaining home invasion thriller. It has an interesting setup. It has some interesting characters with the Heather and Mark character. Their past and what they had to deal with their daughter and stuff like that is really quite interesting. The main problem with this movie is just the villain. The villain is awful in this movie. We get some setup with some other villains. And we have this character that is, in the home invasion and stuff like that. He's in there and he gets killed. And these bad guys are going after, trying to get the thing to recover. But the villain is just over the top. He's very Looney Tune-ish. He's goofy. He's very boisterous. His, mannerisms and stuff like that are just really annoying. They talk to this guy through a walkie-talkie. And I don't know. I think the character throughout the entire movie is just so saddled with some of the worst dialogue I've ever heard and some of the worst writing I've ever heard that it really kind of hampers down what is an interesting invasion thriller movie. If you gave us villains, let's look at Panic Room for instance. If you gave us villains that have some substance and life to them and some well-written motivations, I think you can get somewhere. But there's not really any motivations outside of getting whatever was basically locked away in this house that the homeowners don't even know about, which is another problem I have with this movie, which is how did this guy that breaks in that they end up killing, where is he hides the thing that these other bad guys are looking for. At what point was he in this house? I mean, he's in the house, but what point was did he hide this thing? I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. But I think for the most part, I still did kind of enjoy it for the hour and 26 minutes that it's on screen. I think that's because of Heather and Mark, the two main actors. I think because they've done some stunt work or they've done some other, bigger budget movies. I think it really shows. I just think this movie just kind of fails on the front of it's weighted one way and then it should be weighted another. And I think the director has some interesting material here. I just think as putting the villain that he had in there, it really just kind of hampers the movie down. And there's some scenes in here where they could excise and, twist it and tweaked a little bit, within the house and some of the story plot lines and stuff like that. But I still think the two main protagonists, they're interesting, they're fun, they're badass when they need to be. But I just think, like I said before, the villain kind of ruins the movie a little bit. So but that's it. That's my take on By Night's End. It's still an interesting movie. Maybe see it on VOD when it comes out, or you see it on TV if it ever pops up there. But that's it. That's my take on By Night's End. Thank you so much for watching. Also, thanks to the studio that let me review this movie early. Let me know in the comments below if you decide to rent this on VOD or if it shows up on TV eventually. Let me know what you think of the movie. Did you like it? Did you not like it? All that good stuff. But otherwise, hit that subscribe button to join Movie Emporium. Hit that notification bell at the top to find out what's coming next. If you like any of these videos, cool. Hit that like button. And if you dislike it, it is what it is. But otherwise, I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.